All right, that's taken care of. Let's move out. Actually, there we go. What is going on, guys? We are live, coming at you from the Inlet Islands once again. It's been a while since we've done one of these, but you know, all these Jeeps in the way. Move out of my way. There we go. We're gonna go ahead and do a little steering with the left hand. Oh God. Oh! Forgot, I was here this morning. It's very rocky here in this beginning part. I don't know if I could, can I flip the camera when I'm live? I should be able to. Double tapping doesn't work. There we go. Apparently, people don't like live streamers, so I don't know. He gave me a weird look. But, yeah, look how... I don't know if you guys could tell by looking at it. Look at this dip right here. Ready? Here comes this dip right here. Nice dip. Oh, this part is so soft. What are we gonna do here? Let's pop into some tracks. Oh yeah. Let's pop in right over that. There we go. Gets a little rough, you know, around these parts, but it is what it is. You know, we're having fun, right? Ah! Ouch. You try to go around them, you just can't. You just can't go around them, guys. So we try our best to. Here's a good spot to go cut right through. Looks like we can cut through this little divot here. It's not so bad. This part's nice and flat. All right. This is when Beach Jeep does Beach Jeep things. We're gonna go right through the puddle, just because. Literally no reason for it. We did it. Oh, this beach is so bad. Bouncing me all over the place. My phone's getting stuck. We're bouncing everywhere, guys. People really look at me weird. Like when you're holding up a camera to your face while you're trying to do something else, people really just look at you weird. Oh, please don't hit that rock. Oh, goody. Right through the rocks. Well, my back tire hit the rock, but it is what it is. So this chat thing, it's like gonna be like a little box in the corner. I'm not quite sure. If I miss a chat, I'm sorry, guys. I know you all been yelling at me. AV, where are you? Why don't you stream anymore? You don't stream anymore. When are you gonna stream? Well, do we go down there? Nah, let's go down there later. We're gonna keep going straight. We're gonna head to the end of the inlet. We're gonna get a nice view. We get the kayak boys over here on the left. It looks like they're gonna launch off. That's fun. I don't think you're supposed to launch your kayaks here, but I would probably do it anyway, right? All we gotta do is get over this last bit. There it is. Presto! Ooh. Grumbly rocks. Ugh. And here we are at the inlet where I was parked up this morning. Somebody's at my spot though. I'm gonna pull up. Cool. Okay. So, hey, what's up, Safe? Yeah, bro, we decided to come back out here to the inlets. It's, you know, it's not so bad out here. I came out here this morning and it was raining, so go figure how that goes. Every time you want to do something, it goes to rain. Where am I gonna put my phone? Can I put my phone right here? I think I can. I can. Yo, what's up, Safe? I got the little chat in the corner down there. Where is it? It's down here. It's down in that corner. So that's always fun. We were being healthy today. Had a acai berry banana blast. They called it a purple rain because it looks purple. I had another peanut butter one with soy milk and almond butter and whatnot. Bro, this shit is good. We could take the restriction belt off now. Bro, what do you do when there's like a fire and like this shit melts and becomes a strap of death, right? You know, like you click it in and then it just melts. Like, what are you supposed to do about that, right? So Safe, tell me, is all the audio good? Is all the video, the bar down at the bottom, does everything look good? I'm trying a new app today. I'm trying Prism Live. Everybody keeps telling me about Prism. The girl that I work with, DJ K-Dev. By the way, guys, if you're not already following DJ K-Dev on Instagram, go to @DJ K-Dev. Make sure you follow the Queen of the Trap and our new venture, Trap Juices, trapjuice_631. You're gonna make sure you want to follow that. Unfortunately, right now, the Trap Juices are pretty much only available in New York, in the States. But who knows? Eventually, we might be able to branch out and start shipping. We're gonna have to figure out, you know, all the sorts of logistics and permits and stuff to do with that. But, you know, that could be a good thing. He said, yes, all good. Okay, that's good to know. It's a little weird, though. I'm, like, so close to the camera, you know what I'm saying? And I look that way. I'm looking at myself, but there's the camera there. So I got to look at you guys, but I'm looking there instead of there. And then I'm looking down there. It's like streaming at home. You get your monitor here, your monitor over there. It's a quick hi to UAV as it's 3 a.m. right now. Safe, I appreciate you for stopping in. Go follow Safe. Go subscribe to Safe, guys. He is a true OG. Fantastic content. I wish I could stay. I wish you could stay too, buddy. But, hey, I appreciate you for stopping in. Thank you very much for taking the time out of your day at 3 a.m. to say hello. It means the world to me. Safe, you know you my OG, homie. Wait, I'm dumb, but I'm doing it anyway. I'm gonna open this box of beer from the side. Are they gonna explode on me? Nope. They didn't explode on me. We're gonna go ahead and turn the car off right now. And we're gonna check the phone with the battery on. I hope it doesn't reread my phone. It's trying to. Nope. So I don't know if that music just came through, but if it did, let me know. Because that's good news. That means I can play music while I'm live. I'm not quite sure how that works with my phone. So we're gonna figure it out. Cheers to you guys. Cheers! I don't know if you guys remember the cheer squad. I remember y'all. Miss Lolo, I know you're out there. Miss you, baby. BB. That's how she spelled it? BB. I miss all you guys. Cosmic, Anki, Safe, Kev J, Sponge. All you guys. Don't forget. I didn't forget. Oh, you don't forget. I won't forget about you. I didn't forget about you guys. Most of you guys kind of stream still. Everybody kind of slowed down now, and I understand why. This is one thing that everybody didn't want to talk about before, was during the pandemic, everybody had a lot of off time, so streaming was the go-to because it was something to do. It was a way to express your emotions and your feelings, play some games, have a good time, create community, make friends, all that sort of good stuff. But the downside is when the world opens up again, which it's, at least my industry finally is back at work, like at full swing. It wasn't for a while. We were about 16, 17 months. We just went back to work, like full swing. I'm talking no masks, full capacity venues, you know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to do a wedding for 100 people. And even then, it's like, when we do have those weddings, they get mad boring. I am talking to a phone is what I'm doing, guy. I know everybody doesn't understand the streaming concept. It's called an IRL stream. You speak to your phone. There's people on the other end. Well, not at the moment, but Safe was just here. You guys could be here too if you just subscribe to the channel, like the content, and click the bell icon to get notified when these streams go live and when we drop new content. We don't drop content often. It's been a while. We're not YouTubers, although we did strive to create content, not necessarily become a full-time YouTuber. That's just not in the cards, especially for what I want to do. It's just not in the cards because I don't have the time to put into it. I put so much time into other projects and like a lot of things that I do, so yeah, YouTubing just didn't work out for me. I have tons and tons of Minecraft content to just go through and edit, but half of it's irrelevant, half of it wasn't good, the other half was stuff I thought was good, but I didn't want to edit it because I was lazy, and then when I did edit it, it ended up being not as good as I thought it was going to be. So that's the thing with YouTube. You kind of have to make those videos and build your fan base around those videos, so that way when you do post one, the people that are already subscribed to your channel know, hey, listen, this is a good video. It might not be what's to expect, though. So we do have content brewing up. We've been on an SMP for about a month and a half. Haven't made a single episode. We actually did make an episode of an SMP, the same SMP, but we reset the world and we had a bunch of new players. Some of the people from that previous era of the world just didn't pan out. I don't talk to them anymore. Some online friends are your friends until they don't need you anymore. Others are your friends for a while, and others are your friends forever. I have some of my best friends that I talk to every day, that I think are my longest friends that I've met on Xbox, or, you know. So that's something to do online, right? That's something to deal with. Figuring out who's your friend and whatnot. But that's kind of what happens when you're making YouTube videos as well. So, yeah, you know, shit happens. You know what? Coors Light is probably one of the worst light beers. But, like, I'm not drinking Bud Light. They didn't have any Heineken Light in stock. Corona Light, is that even really an option? You know, Miller Lite is trash. Like, Coors Light is kind of like the only like, when you go to 7-Eleven, they only have so many. It's really just domestics and a few imports. You know, you don't get like fancy shits. And when you do, it's like an IPA 6-pack, and they've got like 4 or 5 of them, right? So, you know, you kind of pick and choose what you want. And, you know, they say beggars can't be choosers. Well, see, I think if you're begging for a particular beer and you want to choose that type of beer, you could just go to another store. So, beggars can, in fact, be choosers. You just have to choose the right store. You know, this guy he's got a little boat out there right now, and he's got one of his buddies with a kayak on the back, just strapped to it. So he's not even kayaking; he's just getting pulled along. Defeats the whole purpose of kayaking, though, doesn't it? The waves are whipping, the wind is blowing, the birds are chirping, the sun is out. It's a beautiful day to be at the Fire Island, guys. At the Fire Island, at one of the inlet islands of Fire Island. So you have the main area of the island where the lighthouse and whatnot is, which is that way. I can see the lighthouse from here, actually. And then you've got the inlet island that we're on, and then the other one on that side, and then past the inlet islands you have the main island. So it's almost kind of like a peninsula, right, in a way? Like, you've got this island, you've got it wraps around there. Let's see if we can show you guys. Double tapping doesn't work, so... Yeah, so we've got the island. I don't know if you guys can see. The island kind of ends right around there. There it goes. We're on this side, so you can see this little inlet cove here. And then all the way right there is a lighthouse. I'm not sure, even if I zoom in, I don't think you guys will be able to see it. Oh, maybe you could. So there's the lighthouse all the way over there. Oh, I see. I could swipe left and right to remove the chat off my screen if I wanted to. That's neat. So, here, let's do this. I don't know if that, like, pauses the stream or not, but, like, it is what it is. Hopefully, people will know we're here. So, I guess it does pause temporarily. I might just, like, screenshot my face and leave it there. Or screen freeze my face, whatever it does. Let's go ahead and close this window, because the wind is whipping a little hard right now. We'll go ahead and close this one. Hello, guy. Nice man bun. Oh, guy and his girlfriend pulled up in a Tacoma. Looks like they're gonna go fishing. I could go fishing too. I have all my gear in the back. Always gotta have your gear. Why is everything like wet? Oh, it's because I'm down here by the water. Like the breeze and like the salt air, like kind of like mists everything. Mouthpiece tastes like salt water. Yep. Salty. I'm hoping that eventually I can figure out the music situation here and be able to get some Stream Beats going in the background, because as you know, Stream Beats is your #1 source for all music copyright free for streamers and content creators. If you guys don't want to get that dreaded DMCA strike or that YouTube strike or that flag or whatever platform you're on, it's giving you flag strikes, warnings, violations, whatever. If you want to avoid the dreaded warning, then you guys should use Stream Beats, because like I said, it is the #1 source of copyright free music for streamers and content creators. Hashtag was not paid to say that. And I say that as a joke, hashtag not paid to say that, because I'm not. But everyone's like, you're totally sponsored, he's paying you. Do you really think Harris Heller is going to pay me, some random guy who's got what? Maybe 80 subscribers on YouTube? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he doesn't know me, he doesn't care about me. Or maybe he does care about me, but not in that way, you know? He cares about me as a fan and a viewer and a supporter of the channel. But, actually, it's funny. I was in one of his first back to YouTube streams when he switched back to his Harris Heller YouTube channel, and you couldn't super chat. So I was like, "Yo, how do I support the channel?" Like, and you know, it seems kind of silly to do that, right? Like everyone, because if you think about it, right, you see all these people bitching about like, "Oh, why would you support a celebrity that doesn't know you or care about you?" This, that, the other thing. But it kind of is the same for anything, isn't it? Like, you support a streamer. Let's say that streamer's got 1,000 viewers, maybe, whatever it is. Even if he's got 100 viewers, he's got like a decent enough fan base where the chat's moving. Like, he'll say hey to you the one time, or like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you buy a shirt, you're supporting the channel. Some people do it because they think, oh, I'll buy this shirt, I'm supporting the channel, now I'll get special treatment. But it's like, sometimes I just like to support the content, because if I support the content, especially with YouTubers, the more merch that you buy and the more you support those content creators, the better the content is for you in the future. So if you enjoy watching Minecraft YouTube videos, you ever notice how Mumbo Jumbo's Hermitcraft episodes have gotten better since season 2, right? You know why? It's because he's gotten better as a YouTuber, he's gotten better gear, he's got a bigger audience, he's learned what to and to not do, he's got suggestions from comments, all of that shit. You know? And donations help, like, it really does. So, yeah, I support the channel, and I wanted to support the channel, and I was like, yo, no super chats. And then super chat was active the next day, to which I super chatted. I think there's a join button now, which is pretty much YouTube subs. It's like there's the free sub, and then there's like the money sub. Like, there's 2 subs now, but they call it the join, the community. It's the join button. It's really just another sub button. I think this guy's dancing for his girlfriend. It looks like he's doing a little dance for her. Is it weird that I'm watching? You know, she's all like, oh, don't do that. And I'm all like, yeah, crack open another beer and fucking dance on the tailgate. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what you do. That is what you do, ladies and gentlemen. It is weird, though, because without the music in the background, wow, that seagull is a little sus. Without music in the background, like, even like on my end listening to music in the background, it's weird, because when I stop talking, you guys hear silence and I hear silence. Like, sometimes I have music playing, the stream hears the music, and I don't hear the music because I don't want to hear my music that my stream hears, right? But then other times, it's like, you guys aren't hearing the music when I am, and vice versa, whatever, right? So it's like, when there's no music on both ends, it's weird. Like, when you have music and I have music, it's normal. When we both don't have music, it's weird. When I have music and you don't, it's weird. When you have music and I don't, again, normal. So like, it's like there's those 4 alterations of music being played on a stream, and it's kind of weird, isn't it, to think about? These are the things we talk about in IRL, guys. In real life, we're not playing games. We're not in front of a computer. Although, come to think of it, I do have a streaming laptop now. I have an MSI Stealth Pro GE66 or 67. It's a 15.6 inch. It's got a GTX 1060, not a 1660, GTX 1060 with 16 gigabytes of RAM. Decent RAM. Probably the same RAM I have on my computer at home, which isn't great either. 2466 or 2644, whichever one it is. So there's that. Yeah, I think I could rig something up. So you need internet, obviously. So like, if I used my phone's hotspot, because I'm using my phone's data anyway, right? So if I just used my phone's hotspot to run data to my computer and then streamed from OBS, it would be the same bitrate as this, probably. Maybe less, having to communicate Wi-Fi over to the hotspot instead of just using data directly. So the data's coming through the phone, it's going to the computer. I got the hiccups now. So, I don't know. If anybody's familiar with that, I know Gibbs, Benon, My man Benon. Boy, I watch all your YouTube videos, by the way. I just haven't stopped in a stream in a while. I sleep now when you're streaming, so like, yeah, I know. As an adult, I got back to a regular sleep schedule, so like, sometimes if you start your streams earlier than you normally do, I can catch the beginning before bed, but like, even after midnight, I'm already in bed, so. But yeah, I know he knows a lot about doing his stuff from Steve Van, so that's always a fun time. I've actually chatted with him, I think, a few times about IRL stuff. Not like in detail, but like what the gear he has and like pretty much the basics of how he's got it set up. Nothing crazy, like this, that, the other thing, bandwidth, how do you do this here and there. You know, I think that person was following me on the bridge a while ago. I don't know. Could just be the same car. You know, it is what it is. A lot of people have FJ Cruisers. The beach cruiser, they like to call them. This right here, this is the beach Jeep, guys. This is the beach Jeep. Okay? Yeah, so, I mean, we could get out and go over the Jeep in a little while, but, like, you know. Bird! Tweet, tweet. Tweet, tweet. Yo, I like to make sound effects for just about everything. Like when I hit a pothole in the road, bump, crash, black. I like automatopoeias. For those of you who don't know what an onomatopoeia is, it is a word that represents a sound. Look at that. Stuff we learned in like 3rd grade that you thought you'd never use. You use it every day, you just don't remember or care that it's called an onomatopoeia. Onomatopoeia or onomatopoeia? See, right there, I've probably been saying it wrong this whole time. You know when you say a word and you've been saying it wrong your whole life and somebody finally corrects you, like, there's no way that's right. And then you find out it is, you're like, damn, do I still say it my way? Because, like, there's words that you could just pronounce differently and, like, some people just don't care. But then there's other words where it's just, like, universally, this is the right way to say it. You know what I'm saying? Like, the. The is one of those words where you could say the or the. The end. The end. And people are like, yeah, that's the word the. You know what I'm saying? Like, but if you say, like, tahi or or something like that, people will be like, nah, bro, that's not really how you say that word. You know, it's like, that's a bad example, but, like, that's pretty much where I'm going with that. There's a few words like that. I feel like croissant might be one of those words, like croissant, like the French way of saying it. Like, you see people say crescent or croissant. Like, it's two different words. It's this, you know what I'm saying? So, like, nah, that's probably a bad example. I don't know. I can't think of a good one right now, but you guys know what I mean. I'm going to watch the stream back later and be like, what the fuck was I talking about? This guy is just making me all sorts of happy. He's just chilling by himself, just like me, just enjoying the fresh air, sunglasses on, fucking bathing suit, walking on the beach, fucking cigarette in his mouth. If this guy cracked open a beer right now, I would go and have a beer with this guy. You know, you don't want to walk up to a random guy and be like, yo, do you want a beer? Well, maybe you do. Like, I kind of feel like I do shit like that, and it's weird to a lot of people. But also, I have a friend who's even weirder than me. Sometimes I get embarrassed to be around him. My buddy Luke, In Mosh We Trust. If you guys want to go follow him on Twitch, twitch.tv/In Mosh We Trust. He's got some good stuff. We did a Connect stream a couple weeks ago. Connect Sports. I hadn't played Connect Sports in probably a decade with him. And we found a Connect card that we made with a Sharpie and a piece of paper that we used to calibrate the Connect because we couldn't find the original Connect calibration card, which is that black card with the face. But either way, yeah, he's really weird. So, like, he'll be in public saying things, and I'm like, oh, it's like, you shouldn't. I'm weirded out. I'm like, I don't feel right about that. But, like, it's fine. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just being social. Like, people are not social anymore. That's really what it is. There's an extent to his weirdness where it's like, dude, like that's kind of a little weird. Like, you shouldn't do that to people. But, like, walking up to a girl at a bar and saying, hey, you know, you're pretty. Can I get your number? Or do you want to have a drink? Or something like that. Like, that's stigma where, like, you have to, like buy a drink from down the bar, for have your buddy go over, like, all this weird shit. Just talk to people. So, yeah, if this guy goes and cracks a beer, I'm going to fucking take a beer, and I'm going to be like, yo, you want to have a beer, dude? I see you vibing out right now. I'm here by myself, just chilling. Let's have a fucking beer. And he either thinks I'm weird or he's like, yeah, let's have a beer, you know? But it's also that fear of rejection that makes everything weirder, because it's not the thing itself that you did or said was weird. It's that in your mind, you're already overthinking to the possibility of somebody saying no and getting rejected, that you're thinking, okay, if they say no, now I'm weird. Like, you're already getting to that point. It's so easy to get there, and it's so hard to try to avoid being there. When you think of something like, I'm going to talk to that random person over there, be like, yo, what's up, dude? Right? You just want to talk to a random person. That person's either going to be like, yo, what's up, and have a conversation with you, or they're going to be like, can I help you? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, in your head, if you're thinking, I'm going to walk up to that guy, say hello, and he's just going to be like, nah, you're weird. You don't talk to random people. And then you just don't do it. You stop yourself from doing so many things. What's that Wayne Gretzky quote? You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. It's so generic and cheesy, but it's just proves so true almost in everyday life. You know? Walk up to that girl and say, hey. Right? Even if she turns you down, you did it. You took the confidence. And that'll boost your confidence for the next time. You'll be like, you know what? She said no, but like, all right, it's okay to just walk up to random people and say hi. Right? So, like, it's okay to do that sort of thing. And then there's this whole other thing where we've got people on Facebook saying, oh, let's normalize ... right? So I'm gonna use that. Let's normalize things being fucking normal, right? Like, let's go back to a time where it was acceptable to talk to somebody without sending them a text message first, right? You know, like we say, oh, let's normalize these things. What does that mean, normalize? Is it not normalized, or are people just genuinely that desocialized that it seems and appears not normal? Like, genuinely, sometimes I see those "can we normalize" posts, and I'm like, you get a few. Okay, cool. We didn't lose a guy. So with the server, we had technical issues with the server for about 3 days. And it's the way that Shockbyte server hosting loads their kernel files, the .jar files on their network. They separate the spigot and the buckets and the fabrics and all the, because they offer particular modded servers, like mostly vanilla, but like with like a modded launcher. So for anyone who uses like a fabric renderer or something, right? I guess they prioritize vanilla jar files over the other ones, or it's an HTTP LTP kind of thing. I don't know exactly what it was. I didn't get into too much detail. And it was a level 3 support. They have 3 tiers of support at Shockbyte. A general question usually comes back a level 1 response. Something about like billing or something, like the account status, usually comes back level 2. Anything above that where it's like, yo, this needs to be resolved, what is going the fuck on? Level 3 usually steps in. And they're an Australian-based server hosting company that, from what I've read on Reddit and like a bunch of other websites, generally don't seem to have a good rep. And I've been using them now since January, so we're almost 7. We're just coming up on the end of the 7th month. We renew in the middle of the month, so middle of August will be about 7 months. Right? Yeah, about 7 months. And when we first started, we really didn't have any issues at all. But then we started adding more data packs, and then the world size loaded up more, and we got more players doing crazy builds. And my industrial area, the farms are so overloaded. The melon farms producing melons that just, when they break, the hoppers are full, and the chest, everything's full, so the hoppers don't know what to do. So the melons sit there, wheat and everything just sits. So when I load into my world on any given day, if I haven't cleared any of that out, there's so much lag. Like, so much lag. Now, you can use the fabric renderers to turn those entities. If they're in the chunk loaded, Minecraft will render them as in, and it will lag. If you use them if you use fabric to render the entities only visible within a certain area of the player, or like only available on screen, like if I'm turned this way and they're behind me, it won't lag. Similar to how, like, you have entities on the screen, if you turn this way, they're not loaded in. That accounts for entities underground and above too. You don't necessarily have to be looking at them. So if you have like a farm or something. So we've been having a lot of issues with the server, and it crashed a bunch of times, and I thought it was because I only paid for a 2 gigabyte server, so which I upgraded to 4, which in hindsight really isn't a lot, but I mean, I wanted to test the cheapest plan they had to see how well it worked. And for a while, a fully I don't want to say modded, because it was Fabric with data packs. It was all the Hermitcraft data packs, plus we had a bunch of stuff that we added on. And we have voice mod, proximity simple chat, so if you get close to another player, you could talk to them, you can have groups, you could do that sort of thing. So the world file size was getting large, the world itself was starting to lag, and so, you know, we were concerned with inactivity of players. And, you know, being as how players are all over the world, we got guys in Sweden, Germany, the UK, the country of Georgia, the state of Georgia. So we've got like a very diverse group of guys on the server, but like one of them's been sick, one of them hasn't been on as much, and like life got in the way for me recently. The last 2 weeks I haven't been on, so like we have our one guy who is my main server admin actually, who consistently finds time to play every day, which is fantastic. If you're looking for somebody to follow, it's Nick Plays Casually. You can go and check him out on Twitch. He does like Monster Hunters and like I think like Valhalla, stuff like that. I honestly, I've only gotten into his streams recently. He's been playing on my world for a couple months now, but I just really started tuning into his streams more when he's not streaming Minecraft or recording with me. So, yeah, we got a message from a player who's said, "Oh yeah, I'm still gonna play. Don't worry." Because we've some guys that want to leave, they don't message you. They just kind of leave the server, and it's like, now I gotta unlightlist you, and now there's stuff on the world. I gotta delete that chunk because I don't want to have some random guy's shit loading up the shit. You know, I don't want to have farms running. Beacons might be active, like just random shit that's just on the world. Like if you're not going to be in the world, we want to just get rid of everything and make fresh chunks. Also deleting those chunks, because most of the chunks that were rendered and generated were 116 chunks. So if we reset them now, we get 117 generations. So that's a plus 2. So if anybody's looking to join a Minecraft SMP server, it's a great community, very diverse group of guys. We're looking for active members. You don't have to be a streamer or YouTuber, although it is very encouraged. However, because it's hard to make content on a Minecraft SMP server with very limited players, also when they're not available all the time, and it's just like you don't have the time to like make your server. Like if you watch Hermitcraft, a lot of like the Mycelium Turf War, you know, most of that was staged, you know, but like having each guy get ready to stage it and learn their lines, their scripts, their roles, like getting all that together, it's not that easy. Like you think it's easy, you go, oh, we get 4 guys on a server and we just make videos. That works for like a week. Oh, you guys want to all play Minecraft at the same time every day? On the same time every day, so you're going to get those shenanigans. But when it's an SMP that just rolls 24/7 through the months, not everyone's gonna be on all the time, so you gotta plan shit, and sometimes you got, and we all have real jobs too, so like we're not YouTubers who can focus on this, so it gets difficult. But if anyone's looking to join an SMP who's willing to be active and participate in community events and builds and collabs and fun shenanigans and stuff like that, definitely feel free to shoot me a message, leave a comment down below, shoot me a DM on Discord or Twitter. You can follow me on Instagram at the AVX Nation, because somebody already has my name, and it's a guy with like 3 followers and no posts who I guess just made the account, you know, and was like, fuck it, I have an account. I even emailed to Instagram, I'm like, yo, can I pay to buy the account from this guy and just remove the from my name? Like I want the gone. I want the word the removed. So far nothing. It's been almost a year. I've been they don't care. Instagram doesn't care. Facebook doesn't care. But yeah, if you guys want to play, you understand Minecraft and all of its maybe not all of its mechanics, but like you're not the kind of guy who just gets on and is like, I'm gonna build a house, and it's like I built a square house. Or if you are the kind of guy who builds the square house, be like a redstone guy or like a something like a Grian, where minus the building you do all the fun server stuff. Like we don't want players that are just gonna come on and just be like, hey, I'm here, I'm gonna build, and then dip out. Like we want everybody to be actively engaged with one another and all sorts of stuff, you know. Like obviously playing on your own time is cool and all. We all do that, building farms, AFKing, just, you know, working on our things. But like when you're not working on your own thing, like try to branch out and communicate and chill with the others. Like we have guys coming in and out who just, when they see the server get dead, they just kind of be like, oh, well, there's no one on, now what do I do? Instead of just playing by themselves or reaching out to us, say, hey, why is the server dead? I grow the server, you know, it's still a new server. So what is that? Why does it do that? I get like a border around my screen when I click on it. It's like white bars. That's weird. Every time I check my phone though, it like seems to freeze a little bit. Can I scroll through the chat? Oh, I can. And I can turn things on and off as I please, which is fucking cool. So like if I go to media, can I do this? Let's see if this will work. So now I click there. Oh, they're not working. These seem silly. Wait, what is this? Tap and hold. We've got different types of effects. I don't know. Like again, it could just be because I'm at the beach and I'm not using a network to stream. Guess we'll just get rid of that screen for now. That's not going to help us out. Oh, we can have filters too? Whoa. See, that doesn't look right. I could get rid of the amount too. Well, that's kind of neat. What do these do? These are for selfies. Honestly, the lighting that I have here is even better anyway. What is this? They've got film. Oh, let's check this out. Oh, it's like all like dramatic and whatnot. Well, that's kind of neat that I could do that. Yeah, I'm still trying to learn this app. Let's finish this beer. We'll crack another one, and we'll have another conversation. We'll come up with a topic. Don't make sure you comment down below, guys, anything that you want to see in future streams. Again, like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell icon to join the notification squad. Why did I like stutter on that? Like I know what I'm supposed to say. I just like forgot. I just brain farted again. Click the bell icon to join the notification squad to get updated when streams like this go live in your inbox. You'll get a notification as soon as we go live so you don't miss any of this supreme quality stream content. You don't want to miss it, guys, because we're going to have some good stuff. We always have some good stuff. And my Jeep has been beach ready now for, I want to say, now I got the suspension fully finished with a set of axles and a bunch of stuff like that. This was, I don't even remember when it was. I have the pictures of when I did it. I just don't quite remember. I did my exhaust. I did probably in like April or May. I want to say. I want to say it was like the beginning of April or the beginning of May. Because it was the day after I was hanging out with my friend. We went and got lunch, and we were on the way to the beach, on the way right here where we are right now, when my exhaust broke off the car, or the rest of it finally snapped. If you recall, actually it happened on one of these IRL beach streams last year. It's just not saved anywhere. And if it is saved somewhere on one of my channels, you wouldn't have gotten the shot of the exhaust falling off because there was no GoPro mounted back there. That's going to be cool when I can mount cameras on the outside of the car and switch between them. I think I'm going to try to rig something like that up. But, yeah, the exhaust tailpipe rusted off or rotted. And, I kind of heard it. Like, you can hear it if you watch that stream back. That's kind of when I figured out that's when it was. But you couldn't see it. You wouldn't have been like, oh, that's my exhaust. And like, if you looked up, you would have saw it. But I didn't really like look up to see it. So like, I kind of saw it by hearing it in the stream. That's about it. You hear the clunk. But yeah, that happened. And that's been broken for... That was broken for a while. Almost a year. And recently we got all the parts together, and all the parts kind of sat in the shop for a month because we just were working and we had a bunch of things going on. And then one day I'm driving and it snapped again at the catalytic converter. So I was like, all right, so from where the tailpipe snapped to the catalytic converter snapped now. And I was like, okay, now I got this this droning sound. And I didn't really know what to do. So I'm on the side of the road. I called up my mechanic and I'm like, yo, what do I do? Do I chop it off or what do I do here? And he goes, fix it. And I went, okay. So I took to have in the car, I don't know why, and some tools, and I actually burned the shit right here. I burned the shit out of my hand. Fucking quality 3rd degree burns right there. And we did that because the catalytic and the exhaust was really hot still. Because why did I think I should wait a little bit? Oh, I'll tell you why. Because the girl I was with was like, hey, are you gonna hurry up and fix that? Are you gonna hurry up? I was like, don't ask to help or whatever. Just go live on Instagram and film me struggling, right? Like, it was so frustrating. But nah, she was stressed out about family things, and she was whatever. She needed to get some stuff off her mind while that was there. I understood, so I let it happen. And like, she was joking around with me, oh, you gonna finish? Like, what's up? And sure enough, I got the exhaust tied up. It was still loud and obnoxious, but yeah. And so I just drove around with that for a while. Everywhere I went, I turned my Jeep on. Wow, it was just mad loud. And so we welded up the exhaust. Gets in the way. I don't think about coming out. When I come out here, I come out to relax. I used to really kind of force myself to make streaming a priority. It's not, right? I love all of you. It just, the streams out here, you know, when I do them, it's all on my own time, and like, I don't want to make an excuse for why I don't do it, but like, I'm not a streamer or a YouTuber, right? So, you know, when we come out here, we really do these streams for like the main fan base community that we have. Like, Safe was here earlier. You guys, if you don't know Safe, like I said, go and subscribe to his channel. I don't even know where he streams now. Everybody streams on like 100 different platforms because DLive is trash, and Twitch doesn't care about anything or anyone except their main partners that make them money or whatever. YouTube is kind of my favorite place to stream at the moment. Facebook is actually a pretty good place to stream too, except you're restricted to 720p, and music rules are just don't even play music. Like, you can't have a music show. Like, at least on another platform, like, you have support to email, but hey, I have the rights to this song signed on a piece of paper from this artist's manager. But on Facebook, there's no one to go to. Like, oh yeah, there is. There's not. They have like 6 support email addresses that nobody answers. You submit a ticket or file a report, and some generic Bangladeshi guy in a click farm overseas gets back to you with a generic copy and paste message. Facebook support is absolute trash. There's no helping. But like, the streaming UI is really good. I like it. Well, maybe not really good, but it's not bad. It's actually really decent. It's really decent. That's a good way to put it. But YouTube just makes everything so easy. And then, like, you go ahead and just pair your YouTube stream and your YouTube dashboard with your stream elements. I mean, like, it's a no-brainer to me for producing a high-quality stream. It's a no-brainer. On the other hand, though, doing the mobile streams, I could probably still set up my stream elements to do all that stuff, but I haven't done it in a while. And he didn't do a very good job, but they were good enough for me to use. So, you know, there was that. Yeah, dealing with a Pakistani design artist on Fiverr. This guy, like, okay. It was a month. It was supposed to be a 1-month thing, right? I gave him a task and I said, this is what I want. Come back to me with some stuff, right? It was a week. The ad said a week from when I give him what I want to what I get. And there were a couple of revisions. I think it was unlimited revisions on this particular process. I'll go through the week. We'll have like 2 or 3 weeks of back and forth because I know there's going to be a lot. I'm very picky, right? And every time he got back to me, it was like something bad, then something really good. So like, he would send me something and I'd be like, dude, that's like a template off of Google. And because their language barrier, I don't know if it was just sending it to me as like a, hey, check this out, what do you think type of deal? Or like, he was really trying to be like, oh, he won't notice that this is a template. But it's like, because I'm a template for streamers, like, People will literally send me something they want, and they'll be like, I want this in this color. I'm like, I could do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't make... well, I used to. I used to do Nation Graphics. We used to do custom stream design, but as of late, it's really just like paste and go. You know what I'm saying? Like copy and paste, Control C, Control V, open a template, change a color, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Change the text, the size, the position, and that's it. But like this guy would send me, and I'd be like, dude, like I've seen that template on like Nerd or Die has that template. Like, what are you doing here? Then I'd be like, yo, I want this. Like, whatever. I tell him what I wanted. I'd reiterate again, like, this is what I wanted. And then the next thing he'd come back to me with was something that I liked. So it was good, you know? And I'd be like, damn, that's good. And then I'd be like, can we do this? And then I'd suggest a change. And then he'd come back to me with something bad where it's like, the change, it was either wasn't there, it wasn't apparent, it was really awful, whatever. Again, I'd say, hey, whatever. And again, I don't know if it's because of the language barrier, and it's like, he did have real trouble understanding English. Like, he even said to me at the beginning, like, English isn't so good, but like, you know, whatever. Who am I to judge some guy, some young graphic designer overseas who just wants to make some money, right? Whatever. So, he's doing that, and after a really long time, after about a month or so since I paid him, I finally got 4 alerts. And it was really just alerts I was looking for. I got my 4 alerts. The problem that I had with them was each one was pretty much the same, which I wanted, but I didn't want. Like, I wanted a theme. And he kind of just made them all the same triangle, in the same shape, just a different position and rotation. And it's like, I get it, because like it was a custom creation that you then tweaked. So each, like, you can have each of the 4 ones, one rotated this way, one this way, one this way, one this way. So like 190 this way, 190 this way. I get it. But at the same time, I don't know. It just didn't feel... After we had talked about it, you know, also, if you look at the quality of the work, like, it just didn't seem super high quality. Like, I don't want to complain too much, because I got alerts that I was somewhat happy with that were usable. They were able to be used. So, you know, we did that, and, you know, it is what it is. What's going on here? Hello? Phone? Come back now. Started the truck up because I realized that I had my battery on for a good amount of time while I've been talking to you guys. And why? So I think I figured out the issue here. Alright, well, we've got some things to figure out about how this app works. Clearly, too. It is starting to get to that point where it's laggy. It could also just be the app, so. We drank that beer really slow. Well, I forgot what I was saying because I started the car and then like that whole that whole thing just happened. Like, I don't even know what that was. What's going on, brother? SL Hines in the chat. Appreciate you for joining us, brother. Thank you for tuning in to the stream. Yeah, so I turned the car on and like everything froze. So from what I gathered, it has something to do with the memory and the resources that the phone has at the moment. So because I have an iPhone 7 that's overheating because it's sitting outside in the sun right now in a case that doesn't help it very much, with a fried battery, and it was plugged in the whole time. You know, that's how it goes. You know, your phone just kind of doesn't have resources. So I guess when it tried to play that song, which it may or may not have came across, I have no idea. But if it did, see, there we go again. Now my phone's gonna die. Oh no. See, but now I'm gonna plug it in. Watch, it's gonna do that thing where it tries to play the song. And now it's gonna try to, I guess. Is it working? Yay, cool. It's a little laggy plugged into my phone, and I think that's because... Oh, I definitely know what it is. It's because my... Oh, see, that's annoying. Alright, so I know how to solve that problem. Safe! Oh, it's safe again. Or it's not safe and someone's just saying hello to safe. Your phone hates you. Well, you know, it's a shitty phone and it doesn't have a lot of resources left to do anything. Yeah, you know what I'm gonna try? Let's try that. That should turn off all the apps. Oh, that instantly did something. You turn off all the apps on your phone and then you go. I'm gonna watch the stream back later to check latency and lag and, you know, all that type of stuff, but I'm thinking it ain't gonna be great. But I mean, again, this was the first IRL stream back again since last summer, really. So did this thing where it doesn't let you broadcast in 1080p from your front-facing camera. I'm like, it's a 7 megapixel 1080p camera. I should be allowed to stream in 1080p, but Streamlabs was like, nah, bro, not really. Unless you want to pay $7.99 for Streamlabs Prime, to which I was like, nah, bro. Like, I don't even like using Streamlabs on my computer, and the only reason it's on my phone is because I need to stream from my phone. So now that I know that this Prism works, I could totally get rid of Streamlabs, which is gonna be really cool, and it's gonna be awesome, so we could do more stuff from here. But anyway, thank you guys for tuning into the stream. We are hanging out here on the inlet island of Fire Island. We are on Sore Thumb. Democrat Point is on the other side there. All the lights are on. We got some boats moving around. The buoys are lit. The lighthouse is finally on. They don't turn it on during the day. The lighthouse is on. This guy with his girlfriend is still chilling over there. It is a wonderful evening here. And, you know, I say and a lot. I just realized that. Streamlabs Prime. They offer a Prime service of their already terrible app. I know, makes so much sense, right? Anyway, guys, appreciate you guys for being here. If you're not already a subscriber of the channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel, like this video, like this stream, because it helps us with the YouTube algorithm. And if you're not already, clicking that bell to join the notification gang so you get notified when new streams just like this one. That, you know, it's being on YouTube, you gotta say to like, subscribe, share, you gotta do all, oh, and share, you know, share to your friends, let everybody know we're here, let everybody know we do this, you know, gotta do it. With that out of the way, cheers, guys. Let's drink another shitty Coors Light. It's so weird live streaming when there's other people around that like either don't live stream or don't understand what's happening, and they're like, dude, why are you talking to your phone? I'm like, I'm talking to other people, but like they're in my phone, you know? Like this guy over here is pretty much, him and his girlfriend be staring me down the whole time. And then there's the guy in the Toyota FJ who's just chilling here. He's just been hanging out for a little while. The guy that earlier that I was like, yo, let's have a beer with this guy, he left. He left like 20 minutes ago. I didn't even see him leave. So maybe it was more than 20 minutes ago. Or it was 10. I don't know. I just made up a number because, you know. Shitty Coors. Which is shittier? Banquet Coors or Light? Oh, easily Light. I would drink Banquet all day. Banquet was a classic back in the day. Whoa. We've got the beer burps. The beer hiccups. Coors Banquet was a classic back in the day. Classic staple in the beer industry. Actually, so was Budweiser. Budweiser used to taste good. Now it just tastes like fucking... Like if someone opened a like if somebody, like while they were making the Budweiser, like they just like farted. Like somebody just took a bunch of farts and just put them into the brew and then bottled it up. That's what a Budweiser tastes like. Just like Budweiser with farts. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. Yeah, Banquet used to be pretty good back in the day. Coors Light, I drink Coors Light, again, because 7-Eleven has very few selections of light beer, and Heineken Light was the only thing I wanted, which they don't have. And there's argument that even Heineken Light is bad, but like at the end of the day, light beer is the same as regular beer with less calories. Now, I know with Heineken, Corona, it's not less alcohol, it's just less calories. That's why I drink it. Also, Heineken and Heineken Light particularly have two different tastes. Like Corona Light sucks, but like it tastes the same as regular Corona, which sucks. Bud and Bud Light pretty much taste the same. One's like maybe a little bit heavier than the other one. No Rona Light. Yeah, no Rona Lights here. If I'm gonna drink some Ronas, I'm gonna do Corona Premier. Corona Premier is actually pretty good. Now that doesn't have the same taste as Corona, which is nice. Like people put a lime in their Corona, which I don't understand. It's like, you're drinking beer. What the fuck are you putting a fruit in your beer for, right? Like, don't, like lime. Like, I like the bartenders that ask. They're like, lime? No. The ones that just put it in there, I'm like, I'll dead ass, if I'm really in a bad mood and the bartender's been like aggravating me all night, I will dead ass be like, yo, can you like open another one and don't put a lime in it this time? And the ones that look at me and they're like, are you serious? I'm like, I didn't ask you to put a fruit in my beer. Like, okay, I ordered a beer. I didn't order a fucking fruit salad. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not the Wiggles. Fruit salad, yummy, yummy. Like, no, this is bar, gimme beer, right? That's how it goes. Like, I wanted a beer. I didn't order a fucking beer with fucking garnishes. I didn't garnish a beer. This isn't a craft cocktail. Fuck, it's not even a craft beer. It's a fucking Mexican import beer. Like, you don't need fruit in that shit. Just give me the shit, I'll drink it, and I'll get another one without a lime in it. But yeah, no, seriously, like, if I'm in a, I'll only do it if I'm in a bad mood. Like, it's only if I'm in a bad mood, you know. But like, if I'm in a good mood, I'll just be like, ah, it's a beer, whatever. But like, because it's really not a big deal. But like, if I'm in a bad mood, it's not about the beer having the lime in it. It's about the principle. Like, hey, shouldn't you ask if to put a lime in? It's not like the beer doesn't come with a lime. Like, you shouldn't just open the beer and put one in. Like, somebody, however many years ago when Corona was a thing, somebody decided to put a lime in and it became a thing. So like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. What do you want to do there? Yeah, I don't know. So, Coors Light. That's what we got. We got a 12-y of Coors. Well, a 10-y of Coors, because this is the second one. We're actually being really good today. Normally, I would have just pounded the case and been like, hey, stream, it's been an hour, and I'm fucked up. And then I probably would have slept on the beach, because I wasn't going to drive home after chugging the 12-y. But like, hey, I've done it. 12-y, but I've chugged the 12-y, and it didn't feel good the next morning. I definitely threw up, definitely felt like shit for the entire day. Like, dry heaving, like, just to the point where I'm literally, my friend's in the room, and I'm like, help me. Like, literally, like, crying for my life. Like, to be fair, it wasn't so much the 12-pack of Heineken Light that got me as much as it was chugging half a fucking bottle of Fireball whiskey. And not the little bottle, the big bottle. And we were doing fucking, like, I forget what it was called. It was like cranberry juice and like Goldschlager with Fireball. It was like this dumbest shit. The dumb German, and like, you dropped the Goldschlager, like, or so you dropped the shit in. It was one of them things where you dropped the shit in the cup. And so like, we did a bunch of those and then chugged whiskey straight out the bottle. And then after doing that, I was trying to impress this girl. So I was like, yo, I'm gonna get some from this girl. And like, you know, we got some, I guess, right? Like, making out for the night, some ass grabbing action. You know what I'm saying? Like, the typical, this is what we wanted, right? Like, you know, whatever. Look at some semantics aside, guys. Like, I'll just chug these beers, no big deal. They're drinking, I'm drinking, whatever. We were already fucked up before, like, that happened. Like, me and my buddy, Randy, we were just fucking... And 12-pack of Heineken Light introduced into the picture, and I'm like, give me one of those. La, 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 la. Done. Give me another one of those. Blah, 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 blah. Like, fuck it. Give me another one. Dude, it was literally like 45 minutes. The case was gone. The next morning, I literally was like begging for my life. It's like taking like cold showers, trying to like, I don't know, just trying to fucking do anything I could to get the fucking hangover to leave my body. Like, it was like the drunk soul that just wouldn't leave. So, yeah, my friend Kristen will tell you about it. She'd be like, yo, he was literally like on the floor, like begging for his life. Like, please, Kristen, help me. And I was literally, that's what I was doing. It was bad. Basically, the moral of the story, what I'm saying to you kids is, don't chug a fucking half of a jug of Fireball whiskey. What I'm saying to you is, chug a half a bottle of anything else. This is basically the moral of the story. Chug a half a bottle of Jack Daniels, a jug of that, no big deal. Begging and praying, my guy. Literally, Fireball is the worst thing that's ever been invented. And I hate Jack Fire, and I hate it. But I'll drink it. I'm not going to go to the bar and be like, let me get one. And if someone wants to say, oh, let me buy you a shot, what do you want? And they give me the choice, because, you know, something, let me buy you a shot, and they buy you a shot or whatever, and you drink it. I hate Fireball, but like, Jack Fire is somewhat decent. It doesn't so much, like, Jack Fire just tastes like Jack Daniels with cinnamon in it. Well, It does have that Fireball taste to it. But like, Fireball whiskey is like drinking fucking syrup. It's not even like booze. It's like a syrup that just makes you throw up, is what it is. Yo, you don't have to honk your fucking boat so loud, bro. You got all those lights. We see you. Wah, like, what are you doing? Right? Hey, no, cough syrup. Robitussin. Like, just if Robitussin was cinnamon flavored, that's what Fireball whiskey would taste like. You know, whoever invented it, because it's this new thing. Like, it really wasn't, like, when I was a kid, it wasn't around. Like, Fireball is what? Mid 2012, like way after 2010. Like, it was like that decade when Fireball came out. Correct me if I'm wrong, YouTube comment people. I'm gonna get so many comments. Fireball actually came out in 2009, like, right? Thanks. Just always make sure you like, share, subscribe, and comment on the video. Okay, commenting helps us with the YouTube algorithm. That's what we're trying to beat, guys. We want to beat the. So just comment, like, share, and subscribe. See, the best part about being a YouTuber, streamer, whatever you want to call what I'm doing right now, is that, like, when you watch back later, anyone who is watching it back later is going to be like, that's that YouTube go-to. Like, because it's like a YouTube, like, staple now. Like, hey, if you're not already subscribed, make sure you subscribe, like, and share this video because it helps us with the YouTube algorithm, blah, 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 something like that. Or, hey, subscribe to the channel because YouTube tells us that most people who watch this video are not already subscribed, and like and share because it helps us smash the YouTube algorithm. Why can't I say YouTube? The YouTube We're just gonna stop. We're gonna just stop. You know what I'm saying? We're just gonna stop. There's no more trying to figure this out. But yeah, it's like, oh, so we could smash the YouTube algorithm and let's get on with the video. Or they'll do a cold open and then get into that. Be like, whoa, what's this? Oh, pause. Before we get into this video, guys, that's right, you've guessed it, I've done this, and if you want to watch more of this type of content, subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed, because YouTube tells us that most of the people who watch this video are not subscribed, and you want to like and share because it helps us with the YouTube algorithm. Now, let's get on with the video, and then some funny sound effect with a transition. It's every Minecraft YouTuber, that's what they're doing, by the way, and like, I want to say I hate it, but like, it's every YouTuber, like, that's what it is. That's what YouTube is now, like, selfless promos. And it was like, when I was a kid, we used to call it cheap ads. Like, yo, we would just be filming through the city and somebody would be like, yo, and they get in the camera, you turn the camera to them, yo, check out my mixtape, yo, SoundCloud. Well, this was before SoundCloud. We did videos back in like 2000, like, we did videos from 08 to 12. Or 09 to 12. So we did, this was when YouTube was still like new. Like, YouTube only came out in 06. So we did videos from 2009, 2012. But as a kid, most of our videos were just like dick and fart jokes, like bowling videos, making fun of my sister for being fat, you know, the usual kid stuff. You know, none of it was good stuff. It was like just stuff we wanted to make and we uploaded to YouTube because there was an upload button on a website and it was free, right? You know? So like, knowing what I know now about YouTube and like being a kid then, I'd have been like, damn, we could have made some fucking, we could have been on YouTube. Like, we could have been a YouTuber, like. And don't get me wrong, we actually were getting paid. We became a partner. Like, I don't know what YouTube partnership then and now totally changed, but like, that channel is still YouTube partnered. Like, it's a YouTube partner. Well, even though it's like my cousin's email address, because when Google like did that full thing where it's like if you made it with it was like now you have the YouTube channel and the Google account and you have to log in with the Google email, but it's like you want to log into your Gmail, your personal YouTube, or your YouTube channel. It's like, I can't explain it, but YouTube did that weird thing. So it's my cousin's email channel now. But yeah, it's still verified. It's still a verified YouTube channel. You know, at one point, I don't even know, we had like hundreds of thousands of clicks on our website. Like, we actually had like traffic. Like, we were doing really good for making fart jokes on the internet. So that was fun. But like, knowing what I know now, like, I could YouTube videos all the time. It's just a matter of doing and executing. You know, like, I don't want to say it's easy. It's not easy to be a YouTuber. but it's certainly not hard. Like all the skills and the stuff that you need, once you find your niche, once you find that like groove that you're in, and you notice that people are following and subscribing to the channel more based on the content that you create, all the rest is so easy that people just don't do. So like here's the thing, like now it's so different. Now it's time, and like, so how much time they watched a video, how many of your videos they click through, and then like likes and comments. That's like the three main metrics that simulate how much you get paid based on the likes and the watch time and shit like that. Also, pushing through it's like a little bit different than it was back then. It was like just like likes and shares and shit like that. It was like more simple back then. So like we had a lot of shares and like a lot of like, we had a lot of views on our videos, but like not a lot. We had one video like 80,000, 100,000. Like we were getting like a decent amount of views. 16,000. Like anytime we got over 1,000, we were ecstatic. We were even hell. Anytime we got over 100, we were like, dude, we're 16 years old. Hundreds of people are watching our video. You know. People are starting to leave, which means the beach is starting to become more and more private. But oh, I said you gotta take a shot. I think back, like, and at one point we were editing with Movie Maker, and to edit out a curse word, what I was doing in Movie Maker was, and it's because that's what I had to do, I had to find the beginning of where I started to say the curse and the end, and do a Control K or a Control L or whatever it was, like a split, because even Movie Maker had hotkeys, guys, don't forget. Original Movie Maker was pretty good. Now, the movie, Windows, like 8 and 7 Movie Maker, when it was like that storyboard timeline shit, no, like actual, like, timeline Movie Maker used to be pretty good. And we used to make those videos, like, we used to cut each side of the curse word at the beginning. If I was saying fuck, I would, like, watch the video back, and it was like, I would hear I would cut, fuck, and I would cut it, and then I would just take the audio from that clip and just mute it. And there was no like dragging dots. I want to just go to the video, take the audio here, key point, drag down, which is what we started to do in Premiere. You know, because we bought Premiere Elements 7. We paid for the use of Premiere Elements 7. Because like back then it wasn't a subscription service like fucking everything now. You used to pay for the program. You pay for a key to use the program for a year or for however long, whatever. But that's how I used to do it in Movie Maker. And we used to have like intros, which used to just be like a movietools.info had free video backgrounds. Before I knew you could just go to YouTube and just type in video backgrounds and just any type of speaker or whatever. So we used to search those, and we used to put those in with text or a logo or something that we made, like zoomed in, because like we've really limited editing. Like we did pretty good, but this is why our videos got views. But this was like 06. We were editing 09 YouTube for 06 YouTube. Like we were always 3 years behind the curve. Like we were just born a few years too late or early. Whatever, my cousin made the joke the other day. But like we had a good time doing it, and it was fun. We started to get real about it, like when we bought like a better camera, like with 1080p and like microphone mounting on the camera. Like the last like, I would say the last like 20 videos we made, which aren't even uploaded anymore, we deleted all of them, or my cousin deleted all of them. Oh, these guys are skipping rocks. That's fucking awesome. I love people who skip rocks, man. Skipping rocks is so much fun. You give me a pile of rocks on the beach, I could be here all day. Wave at everybody if they leave, because that's what you do. But like, yeah, so we were just editing videos, having a good time, but we started to get real serious with it towards the end in like 2012. And at that point, YouTube was already like, production value is important, right? Like people was already making like crazy videos, you know? Like, do you remember when like making a video was as simple as, hey, I'm gonna show you 3 things on the screen, and if you wanna see me act like this, click on this box, and then you would do when annotations were new, and you could do like crazy videos and shit like that, and crazy like, and you could unlist the videos to be like, hey, you found the secret video. You know what I'm saying? Like, Mystery Guitar Man, Joe Penna used to do that all the time. He'd be like, just watch my video. Like, sometimes you'd see an annotation box pop up for like a half second, or sometimes you would just have to scroll your mouse around the screen for the invisible annotations, and then click on it and bring you to a secret video, which usually was like the behind the scenes. But like, we didn't really do any of that because we weren't like that into doing like YouTube production. So like, towards 2012, when it was already too late to do any of the 2006 or 2009 YouTube, we got a camera with a mic and we started doing vlog style videos, and we called it The Random Show because it was just us. We literally, sometimes me and my cousin, we were just like, we're going out for a day, and I filmed the camera. Sometimes we were going in to buy like a bottle of water at CVS, and I'd film it just because I'm like, fuck it, we're here. and somebody would do something in the store, I would say, somebody would say something, and it would just make the clip usable. So like, I filmed everything, and even the shit that didn't make sense, like just filming a random guy on the street playing guitar, I put that in. Just sometimes it was just B-roll, or I used it as a transition clip, which you'll see in our vlog random show episode when we went to the Wax Museum, which that episode is actually still up. But like, man, I could go on for hours about how like YouTube and whatever, and I think we started off talking about how to be a YouTuber. It's like, I know how to do everything you need to do, but like every year, production value goes up, more fancy gear comes out, all the YouTubers that have money to buy the gear, they do, and then their production value goes up. I tell people all the time, lighting is number one. You can't see my face right now, and this is a hard stream to watch. This just made the stream 10 times more watchable. You're in the comments, you let me know. Is this easier to watch now just because you can see my face? The answer is yes. This is like my Parnell light over here. Love that. See, I can focus it. Move it, I can turn it off, I can dim it. I have a dimmer if I really want to dim the light. Actually, we are going to dim the light. Let's get a nice... Oh, the dimmer, there's definitely a short in the dimmer because you can see it flashing when I dim it. That's good. Yeah, see, this stream just got way more watchable because there's a light on my face. You can see me. Audio might not be super crisp because I'm using my phone, but I'm sure Prism offers some type of like audio functionality where I could plug a microphone into my phone. So, you know, it is what it is.